Hey guys!
It's Daboki.
It's Daboki here once again. And yeah, so we decided to go ahead and film a collab.
The super last minute. It was weird seeing you again.
Was it? Was it weird seeing you?
Yeah, because remember I'm like used to seeing you through the screen.
That's
so I'm like,
true.
oh yeah, like this is your live.
Oh my gosh,
flash.
that is true. That is very true. It's weird being in this room actually right
Yeah.
now. I always saw so many YouTube videos of you filming and it just feels so weird seeing all like the behind the scenes. It's really cool though. Watching you set up everything.
Yeah.
That was awesome. So we want to do a little catch-up video and go through some questions and just talk about life, I guess, in general.
Yeah.
We did that last year at Maple Fest. We like to have like
Yeah.
a little reflection time.
We segued into like what YouTube meant to us and
Yeah.
if we would ever do it full time. So we decided to talk about it again, see what has changed
For
or
sure,
not changed
for sure. Yeah,
in
no,
the
I
past
mean,
year and a half.
the year's a long
Yeah.
amount of time. Cool. So,
Okay. How's life?
oh, how's life? That's so serious. You asking me that. Well, for me, this past year, I think I struggled a lot trying to balance work.
Yeah, because you work
and
full time.
life. Yeah, and like work and YouTube as well. I met my girlfriend just this past,
Yeah.
well, like, I guess about a year and a half now.
Yeah.
So trying to juggle all three things, it's been challenging for me.
Yeah.
And trying to like prioritize things, it's been interesting. And learning, I learned a lot
Yeah.
like through this experience.
You've been doing well with that though. Like you've been pushing out so many videos while juggling like a full-time job. And I push out like one video a month. And
But your videos are so intense though. It's different styles.
you still spend a lot of time editing.
Yeah, and like speaking of that, like just
Yeah.
our perfectionist
Yeah.
side of things. You know, like how
It's like hard to know when to stop because there's always
Mhm.
something you can change.
how's life for you these past days?
It's
years?
okay. Years.
Oh, sorry, wait, hold on, let me do that. Hold on. It's not even that long.
Like, wait, think about too much time passed.
Too much time. Take two.
Um,
Okay, so Melinda, how's life for you this past year?
it's okay. I think I feel like this year.
Oh, it's okay. All right, take your time. It's okay. It's all right.
A deep question. I feel like a lot has happened this past year.
Yeah.
I feel like after I graduated, like last year, I had like a clear vision of what I want to do with like YouTube, Twitch, content creation, weddings, whatever. But then I kind of took a detour. In the beginning of the year, I took a full-time job, so that kind of like messed up what I originally wanted to do because I didn't have a lot of time to work on my own stuff. I would say the beginning of my life, no, the beginning of my life.
Wow, we're going really far back. This is gonna be a really deep video.
Oh my God.
I like this.
I would say the beginning of the year.
Okay.
Life was pretty rough. Just trying to balance what I actually want to do and what I need to do, and like actually figure out what I want to do with my life.
Right.
I feel like there's a lot of self-doubt when we do like YouTube content creation and stuff like that. But yeah, now I'm back on track, just doing weddings and YouTube streaming.
Are you ever like afraid of kind of fully committing into YouTube or putting more in? Like maybe the disappointment of failing or any sort of not being good enough like to meet your own standards?
Yeah, I think that's why I post a little because I don't want to just push out content for the sake of pushing out content. Like everything I push out, I want it to be meaningful.
I see.
Like showcase my skills or like my standards in a way.
I have that feeling too a bit as well. It's almost like quality versus quantity.
Yeah.
Thing, you know. But then I kind of think of it as like my own, like I want to be a little bit more selfish when I'm doing YouTube.
Yeah.
Because like YouTube is my scapegoat. Like it's
Yeah, that's true.
my thing. I don't need to please anyone else really. It's like for me, right?
Okay.
So if I feel good about it and if I feel like this is a way for me to feel like it's full, like I feel accomplished, then I think that's all that matters. Because I like try to sometimes please the crowd.
Yeah, that's like what the
much.
audience wants.
Yeah.
What are some examples of like what the audience would want that conflicts with what you want?
I guess like in a sense like MapleStory videos.
Okay.
Right. Like my
I get
channel,
you.
right? My channel is revolved around MapleStory. It's where I started, and I love MapleStory. Like,
Yeah.
that is still a very special game to me. Sometimes I want to stray away a little bit and try out new things, which my audience is very supportive of. They always want to see different things and telling me that, oh, it's just for you, you know, like whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
But for me, I feel like still.
You feel bad
Yeah,
for...
bad if I stray away too far from
Yeah.
my channel's, I guess, theme.
Yeah, that's like me too. I think I started with MapleStory, like animations, music videos, whatever, and then like MapleStory vlogs, and all of a sudden I started doing like other vlogs that aren't MapleStory related or other games. And
but I think at the end of the day, like as long as you're having like a lot of fun with it and you're feeling fulfilled, that energy and the vibe will kind of carry over through the videos.
Like everyone always says to do what you're passionate about and what makes you happy, because it shows. If you're just like forcing out content even though you're not happy, then people can see that too. And
for sure. So speaking of like MapleStory and I guess getting more involved with MapleStory.
Yeah.
Recently we've joined the Bean Brigade.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
How do I feel? Did you apply to the Bean Brigade, or did you get an email saying that you're a recommended content creator and you should apply?
So I got an email.
Yeah,
saying like asking if I wanted to join, which I was very hesitant about.
Yeah, like I got the invitation too, and I like thought about it for a while. So like I was reading the terms of service and stuff like that, because they're saying how they like own like everything that you post that's MapleStory related. But in the end, it's like we're doing MapleStory content anyways.
Right.
And it's nice to be part of like a community of content creators, so that's why I guess I agreed to do it.
Yeah.
And like I was finding more reason, I guess, to do more MapleStory content, because I don't know, I felt like last year I did a lot of MapleStory 2, and then I kind of got burnt out from it, and then I didn't really touch the game for a while. And then afterwards, when like they reached out to me about the Bean Brigade, I'm like, oh, this is like a nice way to get back into it. And I've been trying to stream more, or like I've been wanting to try streaming. And I feel like whenever I think of a game, like somehow it always goes back to MapleStory.
It's a game that you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
Right? And that you know things about.
Limited knowledge comparison.
For how long we've been playing this game. I got kind of scared of just like being tied down into a contract of some sort.
Okay.
'Cause I always like to be a bit more free. I also was a little bit afraid about joining the Bean Brigade because I almost felt like, so I knew the reason why that their MapleStory was trying to like create this Bean Brigade.
Yeah.
They're trying to build a stronger community and make it seem like they cared more about the community.
Okay.
Which I feel like they've been doing a really good job.
They've been trying.
Like, moving in that direction. Yeah. I still don't know if I'm the right person for that. Like, to kind of like help bring this community in the right direction, because there's a lot of times that I would now like want to speak my mind about the game. Like maybe in a way like it's a more negative way or the more truth that I see, but I'm a little bit worried
you feel
on
like
how that would affect.
You're being censored in a way.
Yeah, that's actually a really good way to put it. I think
it seemed like Big Brother's watching you next time.
But I know it's not like that.
No,
I know they definitely want it's more casual than I'm making it seem, but it's the thought. Like when you're sponsored by a company, you wanna.
Yeah, I didn't like how we have to put like ad and sponsored after every single MapleStory related post, because I don't want to seem so like sellout-ish.
I didn't like that either. Yeah.
Like even just tweeting, "Oh, I'm live streaming MapleStory, sponsored ad."
I know.
Even though it's just like a chill stream, that's not like.
Right.
Hey guys, play MapleStory.
It's like you're really pushing it, and it almost seems like it's really forced.
Yeah, you don't want that for your audience too.
And yeah, that's the thing too. Is like when we became sponsored, I felt like it would become like it's something... a chore. Like we have to play this game instead of like we get to and we want to.
Yeah.
And it's been like such a important game to me that
you don't want
to
it
have
to
that like
feel
I
like
feel
that.
like I have to do something on here because I've always just like wanted to have a choice when I'm doing videos.
Yeah. Do you feel like it inspired you to work harder too though? Like not just force out content, but inspire you to actually stream more or make more MapleStory content because you're part of the Bean Brigade?
To be honest, not really. Like for me, it was a nice transition because the only reason why I accepted the Bean Brigade was because I actually was in the middle of making more MapleStory videos.
Okay.
If I wasn't making MapleStory videos at that time, I wouldn't have accepted because actually I don't think they would have even invited me.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't even like relevant in MapleStory as much.
I was actually surprised when they reached out to me too in the beginning, because when they like invited me to be part of it and said, "Oh, you're like a highly recommended content creator," I wasn't creating MapleStory content at that time too.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Like for both of us.
Yeah, that is interesting. Okay. So.
But maybe like our roots are like still in the community somehow. We've influenced the MapleStory community.
Yeah, there's a lot of new Bean Brigaders though.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
I think that's the interesting part.
like the community rise and kind of grow in a different way. Like we have some old school Maplers that I've noticed in the community yet. Some really new, fresh ones that are kind of coming out. So, and that's really cool. Because you said you were making some friends and some connections while streaming.
Yeah.
So that was really cool.
I taught Daboki what rating was yesterday.
That was a fun conversation.
How long have you been streaming for?
Well, off and on for like 6 years, but
he doesn't know how to rate people. He doesn't know what to
figured
rate
out /raid will do a trick of some sort. So that's cool. Awesome.
That's how you network. Raid each other.
Time to raid some people.
I feel like you have to watch streamers to also become a better streamer. Because I think when I first started Twitch, I was just streaming for like the sake of it, but then I wasn't watching other streamers and how they interact with other streamers in the community. So like I didn't know that rating was a thing too. I remember the first time I got raided, I was like, wait, why are all these random people coming to a channel and saying all these like random stuff? I'm like, can I just like do my thing? Like, this is my space. Like, why are you coming into it and like invading me? But I'm like, now I get it. It's like a way to show support. Like, thank you, blah blah blah, for the host. Like, shout out to them. Like, go check out the channel. Like, that's what you're supposed to do.
I know. I'm so new at streaming, so I feel like I have so much more to learn.
So new, 6 years.
6 years. Well, hold on now. Still. I've been playing MapleStory for like 15 years, and I still get confused with it. So like when I'm streaming, it's weird because I'm still trying to learn a lot, right? And when there's like not a lot of people kind of like talking in my chat,
you have to talk to yourself,
right? And like I'm like kind of wish like I wish I had more interaction. But then when like sometimes you get a little bit more attention and people are kind of talking a little bit more, you're like, is
it too much?
Like it's like overwhelming.
Yeah,
like,
how to respond to all these chat messages while playing the game and focusing.
So it's like I need to like find, I don't know, to be comfortable in both situations.
Yeah. It's like finding when to focus on the game and finding when you can talk to chat. Like that's something I'm working on too.
Yeah, that's tough.
Remember I told you yesterday how I was starforcing a weapon?
Yeah.
And then I was at 12 and then I was still talking to chat and then I wasn't looking and I just like, dude, like...
You kept going?
Yeah, and then it went down and then down. I'm like, oh shit. And then I was playing with Larry too, he got so mad at me.
Oh, I bet. He's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, no, he's like, stop, and I wasn't hearing him. I was like, la la la, like, yeah, my day's good. I was like, I'm like, what'd I do?
How did you like your gift that you got?
The jacket. Should I bring it in?
Bring it in.
MapleStory jacket.
MapleStory jacket.
It's actually so sick. I feel so gangster, like wearing it. It's like I'm an athlete.
MapleStory athlete. See us at the Olympics.
I think receiving the jacket felt good. It was like a physical item to welcome you.
Yeah.
And like.
It was nice. I've never gotten something from MapleStory.
Yeah.
Like,
it made you feel like you're actually part of a team.
That's true.
Made you feel special.
That is true, yeah, for sure. I felt really special.
Yeah.
With the Bean Brigade, I felt like it was a really awesome way to get kind of recognized by a game that I followed for so long.
Yeah.
Like, I am a huge fan of MapleStory, and I love MapleStory because I've been playing it for so long. It's been so special to me.
Yeah.
And them, like, just, I guess, recognizing what I do, what we do for the community, and like I guess our hard work that we kind of put out, like with the videos and content creating. That was cool. It was nice. I was like, oh, thank you guys, thank you. So that was really cool.
I think for me, I don't know. It's crazy because I started video editing and getting into filmmaking, and like my entire career now, I feel like it began with MapleStory in a way. I started playing MapleStory when I was in grade 6, and then I discovered Band Story, and that's how I started video editing.
Oh, that's so cool.
And then I started making like the MapleStory animation series and all that kind of stuff, and then that's where I discovered my passion for storytelling.
Wow.
And then I continued to like pursue filmmaking because of this like initial like passion from MapleStory, I guess. And then like going into university, I still decided to study media production.
That's awesome.
And then like once I graduated, like literally last year, that's when we were also like flown out to LA. And it's like life came back in a full circle in a way. Like where I started somehow became where I ended up. And like now I'm here.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. MapleStory is such a special game to you.
Yeah,
like because it kind of pathed and shaped you.
Yeah, it's like crazy what
deep.
MapleStory actually means to me. That's
really
what I want
cool.
to make a short film about, but I'm still working on the script.
Oh, just say that. That was awesome.
Yeah, no.
That was great.
I don't have to make the video anymore. I said it.
It's done.
I'm gonna take this jacket off. It's really hot.
Yeah. I was about to say that.
I'm sweating. How has? So how has? Oh my god. So how has MapleStory impacted your life?
I would say MapleStory definitely made me feel more comfortable with who I am, because I guess when I was younger, it was hard to kind of, I felt like I didn't know really where to fit in.
Oh, okay.
And MapleStory, it really offered a really strong and powerful community for me that I felt like I was able to find like people very similar to me, and it was very easy to connect with people. When I meet, I guess, a Mapler or someone that plays MapleStory, I've played MapleStory in the past.
There's like an instant connection.
Right, yeah, because like there's a lot of the same interests, the personalities, like I want to say like, match pretty well too.
I find it so crazy how everyone who played MapleStory has the same memory in a way. We all have the same feelings of the game, even though we never met.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like that same nostalgia feeling, or
like same memory of like trying to get into current PQ, you know, like
the
clicking as fast as you
school
can, or like even the Looty Party quest, like the numbers. Don't you feel like old school MapleStory and the current one is like two completely different games though?
In a way, I think I touched on this a little bit, but it's different in a way because of the community.
Yeah.
And not the sense of like was better before, better now. It's just what I was, I guess, the closest to when I was like playing a lot back then, and when I first started playing. And that's like what I miss the most about old school MapleStory, is not like really how the game is, but who was playing it and the connection and the relationships I had with the game.
Yeah, I guess I'm surprised when I see someone else in the map.
Oh, it's like, oh, this is not a single player
or like
game.
When someone in game actually talks to me, I'm like, whoa, like you can talk.
That's
or like,
true.
Like
That's
no one
very true.
ever really stops to like ask how's your day, or like, oh, how's it going. Like you just be training, doing your own thing, and then you leave the map. You don't really try to interact with other players.
I do agree with that. That has changed quite a bit, and I think that's not just MapleStory. I think that's a deeper thing.
It's just people. Like,
I think that's society now in general. I think we
become
become
that's really deep.
I think
like
we
on our
become
phones and stuff like that too.
We
even
become
at
more
dinner.
disconnected with each other, and that's kind of like what I touched base on my previous video. Was I talked about how the internet, like, yes, it brings us together, but it also separates us more, because like back then, if I wanted to know how to get to Sleepywood, the quickest way for me to get there was ask someone. Can you direct me, right?
But
you form that relationship.
There's so many resources online. Like, why talk to people when you can search it yourself?
You can, and it's more efficient. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, it's a lot quicker to just look it up yourself.
Find a guide.
Yeah, but like that's one way we eliminated on like meeting someone, like talking to somebody, asking for help. We're very independent. I feel like now.
That's not even just for MapleStory. Yeah, it's for like spending time with your family, your friends.
Yeah, it's a lot deeper than I think just the MapleStory.
That's kind of scary.
It is. It is. It is.
It's like even when you have a problem, you just Google it.
Yep. There's like the thing also is like if you're feeling sad, or if you're feeling some sort of emotion.
Yeah.
When you start typing it in Google, it'll actually start to like autocomplete it. Like so many people have asked that, right?
Yeah.
And like it gives you like a wiki how to get over depression. Like back then it was like you talk with someone, another human, but now it's like there's like step by steps on like how to get over emotions and feelings.
Even just like how to deal with like a long distance relationship.
Right.
Instead of just talking to your partner about it.
So
and try and figure it out.
I have Googled that before.
Yeah, I've Googled stuff related to long distance too.
Because I wanted to see like, are other people going through what I've been going through?
Yeah, and how did they overcome it?
And it felt good because like there was people out there that was experiencing it. But like then again, like, I felt good, but I felt like it would have felt better if I was able to talk out loud with someone about it. You know? Because it's just that connection. We need that human connection, I feel like. That's kind of like what's missing, I think, in the current MapleStory. It's not MapleStory's fault. It's just how society has kind of evolved in the direction that we're going in.
The world has changed.
It's changing.
People have changed.
It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just like, how do we adapt to it, I guess, you know? Like, because things are bound to change. It's not going to be like how it is. And people that are like, maybe nowadays, it's like their norm. Like newer, younger people, you know? This is kind of their norm to them.
I find it funny how like every generation will be like, oh, our generation was the best, or like the previous generation was better, but then I think
it's because it's nostalgia. Nostalgia is really powerful. It makes it seem like it's you want that back, like that good time, I think.
That was deep.
Yeah, it kind of went in a
Holy-
little deep area there.
I like it.
There it is.
So even before I met you, I knew we would get along because when I was looking at your like video like playlist,
Mhm.
you had a lot of like life talks, and I knew there's more to you than just MapleStory. And for me, I feel like that's what I am too. Like
Yeah.
MapleStory is just like where we started or
Right.
like what we put out, but like behind MapleStory, like we're like a creative person.
For
We
sure.
talk about life. We care about personal growth.
Definitely.
You have like a bigger, like not purpose, but like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I do know what you're
I'm
saying.
trying
I do
to
know
find
what
my
you're
thoughts.
saying. No, yeah, like I
Help
for
me out
sure,
here.
I for sure know what you're saying because like we use MapleStory as a gateway
Yeah.
in a sense because we had a lot more that we wanted to discuss and kind of dive deep into.
Yeah.
It wasn't just kind of the technical side of the game, but it was more so of how do we connect the missing pieces and how do we kind of, like you said, kind of make that story
Yeah.
and tell that story in our own way. Like we both like to tell stories, but
Yeah.
we tell it in such a different way, right?
Yeah.
Like, and I think that's like really beautiful because we're able to do that. MapleStory gave us that opportunity to kind of tell the story in a different
Yeah.
way, but we do tell stories. Videos are stories.
Yeah. Our life is a story.
Tell story.
No story.
Tell story. What do you find different between like YouTube and streaming? Would you say?
I think for Twitch, you can interact and talk with people a lot more. I like the social aspect of it, because when you're doing YouTube content, when people watch a video, not everyone leaves a comment.
Right,
So sometimes
right.
you don't even know who's watching, or
True.
you forget who your audience even is. Yeah, I think that's like the biggest difference for me. Like
Right.
YouTube is more of a creative outlet, which is nice, but then Twitch is more like real-time live interaction. And what I like about Twitch is how as soon as you go live and end the broadcast, like you're done.
You have
like
content.
is
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
You don't have to edit for like 20-40 hours. Find the perfect background music,
Oh my
cut to the
gosh.
beat.
Cut to the beat.
Why not do that? People
For
don't
sure.
care.
I know. No, it's good. It feels good though.
It does.
flows,
It's very
flows.
satisfying when I like
Yeah.
cut on the right moment.
Like the drop or something.
Yeah. I'm like, oh,
Like,
I
yes.
feel it.
Um.
Oh, but you.
No, yeah, I think the same way is it's like being able to interact live
Yeah.
with Twitch is really nice.
Yeah.
For me, I'm still not as comfortable streaming, live streaming.
Yeah.
Because I mean, hard to say. Like I do hide behind a lot of my edits
Okay.
on YouTube. It's just I feel more comfortable, and it's maybe more like a self-conscious thing.
You have to
but-
choose what gets
Right,
put out into the
right.
world. It's scary because like if you say anything wrong on stream, people can clip it and it can go viral too. If anything.
That's true, but I mean, I think that's what kind of separates the more veteran streamers.
Okay,
Is like they're
yeah.
just that's their like natural world, right? It's just
Yeah.
who they are, and I think they come to acceptance with
But do
it.
you feel like sometimes people do things for the content and it's not necessarily who they are,
Oh, that's true.
right? It's like they forget
I think
what is
yeah,
the proper human rights or whatever.
that definitely I feel like people do that for
Yeah.
sure. I feel like they start to kind of mold and adapt themselves like for the audience a
Yeah.
little bit because they stream
Like
like
what's more
maybe-
entertaining to watch
Right.
or yeah.
But I'm not like saying like that's like maybe them going against their own self. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
they're kind of like changing themselves.
I
a
feel like
little
when
bit in a way.
you stream, you become a more like livelier version of yourself because you
Yeah.
want to put out your best self. Like
That's true.
you don't want to be like.
But-
you know what I mean?
Yeah, true. I've seen some streamers though. They look like they're like half dead on
But
there. But
maybe
they're
it's a
like
24-hour streamer.
yeah, but
like,
that's like who they are, and like people
Just
yeah, they're like just dead, you know. But like people follow them for that. Like that's just kind of the audience.
okay.
Not saying that they attracted a dead audience. I'm just saying that that's the type of
just gonna-
content. It's like that's who they. I guess
Okay.
the most natural
Yeah.
personality up there. Also, it's like on YouTube, I think you were talking about this yesterday, is you're able to kind of like tell stories a lot
Yeah.
better, right? On Twitch, it's a little bit harder to do that, but I think you're still able to tell stories like,
Yeah.
in a way, in your own special way.
I feel like it's more
kind of
natural
Connect.
because you're just
right,
talking.
Right.
Whereas on YouTube, you can like make films or. That's not thought of.
Oh, yeah. No. Films. That's the thing about YouTube. I was expecting more, but I was like,
I was like, you can vlog too, but I'm like, that's
Yeah.
technically like streaming in a way where you're just talking to the camera.
That's true. That is true. But still, like even with vlogging though, I edit it in a way to kind of like set
Yeah,
the
that's true.
theme and the tone. And you wanted to get more into streaming.
Yeah. I feel like streaming is another way for me to practice public speaking or just talking to people.
I agree. And that's another thing, like with YouTube, it helped me just
Yeah.
kind of overcome that, you know, the public
fear
speaking
of
thing.
talking to people.
Because that was a huge issue.
Yeah.
Of mine.
I was just thinking, yeah, just a silent period where we're just like, whoa.
Yeah, I guess so. I need to do this too, like be more comfortable just like not editing and just kind of put stuff up there.
I feel like I'm doing too much, like YouTube, Twitch, like weddings,
boyfriend,
and,
friends.
Yeah, like I feel like my relationships take up a lot of time because for my relationships, like I want them to be like fulfilling, deep, genuine.
Sure.
Like I put in a lot of effort to like ask people how their day is, how they're doing, or if they're feeling sad.
I get that from you. I realize that. Yeah, I feel like you definitely really treasure strong and true relationships.
Like those are the friendships I try to keep and build.
What do you think is the most important thing about establishing a close relationship with someone?
Being genuine, understanding each other.
Do you have a wall that you put up, like when you meet someone for the first time?
I feel like it depends. I feel like I have a pretty good judgment of character. And you ever hear about the 3 different types of friendships?
I think so, but remind me again.
Okay, so a Greek philosopher named Aristotle once said there are 3 different types of friendships. So the first one is utility, second one is pleasure, and the third one is goodwill. So the first one, like utility, is like kind of like you use each other.
Gotcha.
Not, it doesn't have to be in a bad way. It's kind of like business relationships. Like you're using each other to grow.
If there wasn't that, then there's no reason.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
The relationship.
The second one, pleasure, is like you enjoy each other's company, you have fun around each other. And then the third one, goodwill, is like you actually believe they're like a very genuine good person, so you just care about them because they're a good person. And then the first 2, they don't last the longest because it's based on like location and convenience. Yeah.
That makes sense. I feel like I'm sometimes scared to like establish a close relationship because like you have to be vulnerable with someone in order to like really make that strong connection.
Yeah.
And being vulnerable with someone, for me, it's like you have that power to hurt me.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm kind of giving you my all in a way. And if I put all that trust into you and then you do something that I trusted you with, it hurts like 100 times more.
But then if you never put yourself out there, you'll never develop those kind of
that strong
friendships too. Friendships usually start with like either the first or the second one, right? I think like even for us, it's like, oh, we both did YouTube. Like, that's why we started talking. Like that was our initial like connection. But then afterwards, we learned more about each other. Like, oh, we were actually very alike, and we have a lot of the same passions or values, and that's what made us better friends.
I agree.
Right.
I agree. We started with like something that's similar.
Yeah. And we were like, oh, let's collab because it helps each other.
Yeah.
Right? And it was fun. So that's like utility and pleasure. And then afterwards, the third one, it's like, oh, you're a good person.
Oh, you're a good person.
I like hanging with you.
Agree.
Yeah. Would you ever do content creation full time?
I think that question has been in my mind a lot. I think it's a huge okay. Content creating full time.
Yes.
That is.
Yes.
Wow. That's a big step. That's a big step.
It is. It's a big risk for you because if you quit your full-time job, like you don't know what kind of income you're gonna make for YouTube.
Right. And I always hated that because I like never wanted money to be a defining factor of my life, like how my life is pathed or shaped, because of money. But it's kind of been that way. It's just been because like I have responsibilities to take care of.
You're an adult.
Yeah, I'm an adult, right? Like it's kind of sucks.
You're not a kid anymore.
I need to be a little bit independent, and in order to be independent in this world, I gotta have money, and it's really hard, and it's hard for me to like get to the point of like asking for money from like my viewers and stuff.
Oh yeah, like starting a Patreon.
Right. I made one like 7 years ago or something, but I never advertised it because I got really nervous, or I felt really weird asking for money from people. Because like, especially now, because I have a full-time job.
It's like, why should we be like donating to you when you have a job? Is that like,
exactly? And like, what's the reason for that? And then if I make that jump, if I just like quit my job completely, so I focus on content creating.
And then you're relying on your audience to basically
to fund me.
Yeah.
To like like make me alive and help feed me and stuff.
Yeah. I guess you would never know though until you try. I mean, like advertising it, like there's actually some people in the world who would wanna like donate or fund you to just see you create. Because maybe your content is helping them in some way that you don't even know.
I set like some like internal milestones for me, like saying like if I reach this or this, then I'm gonna do it. Yeah. Like I'm just gonna quit my job and I'm gonna try for like a year full time. Yeah. and just put in all my effort into it, you know.
So how close are you to that milestone?
It keeps growing.
Wait, what? You're changing your goals?
Yeah,
Like, what the heck?
like once I hit it, I'm like,
Wait.
no, this is not enough. Like I need more. Like I need to make it further, further.
Okay.
Like it's not enough. It's too risky.
Yeah, like you need that stability and
Yeah,
security to
which-
actually let go.
It's horrible. Cause like I should just make that jump. I feel like
Yeah.
inside. Like I should just like
A leap of faith.
just do it. Like if that's.
Just do it. Dive.
That's-
Just
Oh wait,
dive.
yeah, this is not a dive. This would hurt.
Like
This is the dive.
It's like a butterfly stroke. What is that?
I don't swim.
Clearly.
I really don't swim. If you ever threw me into a pool of water, I would
You
be
just-
done. And I'll just sink to the bottom.
At least you think beautifully. You're like, bye.
Bye. I want to so badly make that jump. I want to just be able to quit my job and just do YouTube and content creating
Yeah.
full time. I'm not confident in myself that I have what it takes. Just don't think that I can do it.
By yourself,
Yeah.
or
Like I don't know. Like
do you feel like you need more support from like friends or?
no, I think my friends and my family give me a lot of support.
Yeah.
It's
just
just
yourself.
myself is holding myself back. The confidence is really what it is, and I feel like I compare myself a lot to other content
Yeah.
creators, and I see
What
that
are your thoughts?
they're-
Because you're a pretty big content creator too. Like, maybe you like look down at yourself a lot too.
I do,
Like, I feel like
I
I do
do.
like to myself too. But like you have like a fan base waiting for you if you were to ever make that jump, right? And then it's just up to you.
I guess I think that it's like not enough because
Yeah.
like
Then
I see
what would be enough?
millions and millions.
So like
of
past the
views.
100K mark, and then it has to be like a million until you make that jump.
Yeah, or something, but I know that's just like unrealistic. There's like people that just pop off, right? Like
Yeah.
the first video they make, they're able
Yeah.
to like get so much.
But yours is
Then-
like consistent though. It's like some people will have a viral video and like sure like they'll pop off, but then like the next
Mhm.
video maybe it doesn't get as many views because they're like it just people don't really care. But then for you it's like you've been making content consistently for so many years already,
Yeah,
and like you already know a lot of your viewers would watch whatever you put out.
that's
so,
fair.
You
That's
do
fair.
have that like stable, secure audience.
Right.
Maybe not the stable, secure income that you like want, but there is stability.
Yeah, that's definitely a good point. I feel kind of weird also thinking about numbers so much.
Yeah.
I don't know if you feel that way. Like
I feel
whenever.
like my numbers don't grow.
Well, I mean, no, like that's mine too. Like I just feel like
Okay.
I just sometimes it feels weird to get like so concerned about like the views or the
Yeah.
amount of viewers because before it was just like so much for fun, which it still is
Yeah.
for fun, but
yeah.
like now it's so
It's harder when you take it seriously because then
Right.
you focus more on the numbers.
yeah, and like I'm like worried like oh will this gain enough attention?
Yeah.
Do I have to go film this for content?
Yeah.
And like stuff like that, which before it was just so much more relaxed. Like, and the
Okay,
reason
yeah.
like it's the same exact thing. It's just that because I've been having that in my mind, like I want to take YouTube full time. That now I'm starting to think about the numbers more,
Yeah.
and it's becoming like more
It's
stressful.
consuming you
Yeah,
too,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
It's like
yeah.
even when you posted a video, you're like constantly refreshing.
I'm like yeah,
seeing-
like oh like how is it doing? Like
Yeah.
what can I do to improve? Which is good and bad in a way because like you're always trying to shoot for that improvement and like you know bettering yourself off. I just want to get back to like the roots on like it being very just relaxed and casual.
Yeah.
Like I just feel very comfortable uploading anything
Yeah.
and everything. You know, just I don't know. I just want to be more comfortable with that. I think I lost part of that this past year or two. I started to get afraid to push out certain content because I didn't know like how well it would do.
Like what kind of content, for example?
Like random video games or
Okay.
random vlogs that I would normally push
Yeah.
out. I mean, before I filmed like a 30-second video of me talking to a squirrel and I pushed that to YouTube.
Yeah.
But now it's like a little bit in my mind like, is this good
Yeah.
for the channel? Is this healthy
Yeah,
for the channel?
like you were thinking more strategy on what helps you grow as opposed to what makes you happy.
Yeah. Which I don't know the balance.
I don't know either.
I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not like, I mean, wait. Exposed. I mean, I'm not a professional, like, full-time YouTuber, so I don't really know. I'm still learning a lot.
Yeah. Do you feel like you have to have this whole plan before you can actually make that jump? Like, list of content you're gonna make for each month or, like, annual goals and stuff like that?
I think so.
Because then if you're just quitting your job and just jumping into it, you don't know exactly what you're doing, but you're, like, figuring it out on the way.
Yes.
Would that give you more, like, stability?
I think so. I think that would. And, like, that was kind of, like, my idea. Was, like, I wanted to make sure that I was consistent in YouTube while I was still working full time.
Yeah.
Like I didn't want to just like quit my job and then I start doing YouTube like just casually.
Yeah.
You know, I like wanted to make sure I was serious. I wanted to make sure like I'm 100% in, 100 in.
Yeah.
100%.
So how you been working on that plan?
Yeah, but then I start to get really discouraged.
Oh.
Like,
How? Why?
like if I feel like I'm just not enough,
Okay.
or like I feel really exhausted, and like that thing we were talking about before, like how when we come back from work, and I feel like I'm just not motivated or like I guess pushed into making a video because I'm just so tired.
Yeah.
But then I like make the excuse like, oh, if I didn't work, then I would do it. But then like, would I do it? Like I'm not like
a
really
lot
sure
of
of myself.
self-doubt.
Yeah, like would I actually do it if I wasn't working full time? Like, but I do have a lot of ideas. I do have a lot of things that I want to do and pursue. So I'm not really sure.
I think it helps to be around other creators too.
Yeah.
I think for us, we were talking about it. Like, I guess we're kind of lonely in
Yes.
this creator space.
Yes. Because we're both like, I guess, very secluded, and at least like my friend group doesn't do any content creation.
No.
So I don't think that we have that kind of support near us. But I do get motivated like when I see you push something.
Yeah.
Or like if I see someone else like, I don't know, another Maple
True.
YouTuber like push
Okay.
something, like it kind of like drives me like, ooh, you know, like
They're doing well.
yeah,
Like,
I gotta like
keep
step
up.
up my game.
Yeah.
Like kind of push something out too. So it has been that. Or sometimes it makes me feel kind of bad. Yeah, like oh, they're doing so much and I'm
That's like you though. You push out so many like videos in the past month, and I'm like, here I am with one video a month. I'm like, damn, Daboki's on a roll. How do I get to his level? And you're doing a full-time job too. Do you have a hard cap of like when I reach like this age or like this year or whatever, that's when you're gonna make the jump? Because you just keep extending it. You're gonna be like 80 years old, man. You're gonna be like, damn, I wish I.
That's so true.
You know what I mean?
So...
You're gonna be a grandpa before you know it. And you'll be like, I wish I did YouTube full time, but I just work this full time job where I wake up sad every day.
Oh, that's
so many regrets.
That's too true. That's too real. I know.
It's like you're not getting any younger.
That's true. All right, tomorrow.
Tomorrow you're gonna quit your job.
I'm done. Putting in my 2 weeks tomorrow. Oh, I just have so much like bill responsibilities.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know how to take care of that.
That's true. Never
and
mind.
juggle that. But on that note, I think it's good to be responsible. Responsible, risky.
Yeah.
So I think I just need to like save up enough to be able to take like 6 months off.
Yeah.
Or something. And just like
or even
seriously.
like a year.
If I could take a year off, that'd be incredible. Or maybe I can start like a GoFundMe or a Patreon.
Yeah.
To like,
you have a Patreon, you just haven't been advertising.
That's true. And like have that money to kind of like fund me for a year.
Yeah.
Being able to just make it by myself for a while to try to pursue this passion. I think I need to overcome this barrier of mine.
Yeah.
Once I feel comfortable just posting on social media, then I think I'm ready to take that jump.
Yeah, you mean Instagram this year. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Last year you didn't have Instagram.
I know. I
had
did
to do Boomerang.
But the thing is, like, I don't even post on Instagram that much because I'm like afraid to post.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what to post.
That's so complicated. It's like, no, like thinking about what you have to post and is this okay instead of just doing it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's like, dude, this whole like social media thing kind of like.
We shouldn't care that much.
Yeah.
We really shouldn't care.
It's just crazy how much we even care about social media, how much time we spend scrolling, and
just
sometimes I just feel like it's just a waste of time.
Little dumb things.
And it's too consuming.
We should just do things that we want. Oh, it's so hard.
It's
so hard.
Inner battle.
I think I said it's so hard in this video like at least 100 times. Oh. But yeah. I think I actually learned a lot though just now.
Yeah?
I think I just learned how to kind of make that jump. You kind of helped me realize what I needed. It's when I'm more comfortable with posting things.
Okay.
Like when I'm just able to ask for support from my viewers, you know, if I can't even ask for that, how am I gonna make it in YouTube?
Yeah.
Because like that's all that content creating is.
They're the backbone of like
your
channel too, right?
It's the people that watch and support me, us. You know, it's just I gotta be dependent on them. Yeah. I can't be independent. I have to kind of like rely on other people for help. Yeah. Which is maybe a pride thing too. Yeah.
I actually started my Patreon because like one of my viewers and like now friends like encouraged me to do it.
Yeah.
I felt hesitant at making a Patreon in the beginning for the same reason. Like I didn't want to ask for money but like one of my like viewer, like now my best friends, like he encouraged me to make it. It's just giving the people an opportunity to like fund your creative work. Like you don't have to like force it onto them, but what if they actually want to donate and support you? At least you're giving them the avenue to do that.
That's so true. I'm doing it.
Do it.
I'm doing it.
All right.
Putting
Inspiration.
Inspiration. My boss, please don't watch this video. My bosses know that I make YouTube.
He doesn't know? Or?
He does know.
Oh, okay.
All my coworkers know. So now I feel weird, like...
Watch it? And like,
I think so. Well, they watch it, I think.
Okay.
But so it's just going to be funny when I start making videos. I'm like, I want to quit my job. And then I'm going to feel that, like, the pressure, like, oh, so you want to quit and leave us. Gonna get fired. Oh, well. I guess that's one way to make the jump. Just getting fired.
So how do you find motivation to create?
Well, a lot of it, I mean, comes from my family, my friends, my girlfriend, and I just sometimes need to remind myself and kind of reflect on what I'm passionate about, you know, and especially like when I'm feeling kind of in the dumps or in sad, I just kind of like think about what drives me, what makes me happy, and
so what does drive you?
Well, I think being creative, like in a way, and like being able to kind of talk out loud and express myself with words and storytelling in a way, you know, like you were saying, because I get lost in my thoughts a lot, and if I don't talk out loud, I think a lot about things, and I think YouTube is a way for me to just like really express and kind of tell.
Do you feel like you have a strong community around your YouTube? Like if you make a video about your thoughts and people that comment, do you feel like you're connected with them in a way, or are they just more...
No, I think so. I definitely think so. I think the community that is kind of revolved around my channel is very deep. I think we share a lot of similar, I guess, feelings.
Yeah, and the same people always comment, or...
Yeah, like usually it's like the same people, which is cool because like I'm kind of a fan of some of the people that comment.
Okay.
And I think I've talked about that. Is this like...
Okay.
It's just like they're you know, their styles, their comments and stuff.
I like when you comment my videos too.
Yeah, so it's nice. It's really nice to be able to just see the same people coming back.
Yeah.
And
I guess it depends on how often you post too.
Right.
I feel like for Twitch it's easier for people to come back.
Yeah, I think so.
For YouTube, I don't know.
Because like the Twitch is like the live interaction.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like most streamers have a personal Discord to interact with their
Which
viewers.
I'm really bad at maintaining of anything and everything. All of that kind of stuff I'm just horrible at.
It's like you have a lot to learn about like the social media world, but like you're still doing fine because people like you for you.
Thank you. How do you find motivation in making videos?
Watching other people's videos, listening to other stories, listening to music, taking a walk.
Oh yeah. Like when you have a story in mind that you like really want to express and tell.
Wait, I think I thought about inspiration instead of motivation.
Wait,
hold on.
Hold
Motivation.
Okay.
I think just the passion for creating motivates me. I feel like I have so many things I want to share with the world, and I'm not gonna live forever, you know what I mean? It's like you have this timeline of what you can do with your life and what kind of mark you want to leave in this world.
Very true.
Is that weird?
No, like, that makes sense. And like
it's
also...
not like I fear death or anything. I'm just saying like like you're not gonna be here forever, so what can you do with your life to make it worth living? Yeah.
And I think this outlet for you, what I see through your videos is like you're able to show us a story through your eyes, like how you see it and imagine it, you know? And I think that's really cool.
Do you ever think about that? Like how long you're gonna live kind of, or like what you want to do before you die?
I sometimes do, but it gets like overwhelming for me. Cause like...
So do you have a priority list or
like a
main
bucket list
goal?
almost?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, I guess like a little bit, like the bucket list of just like running with the bulls or go to Spam Fest or like stuff like that. But more like personally wise, I think just being able to feel fulfilled in like what I do.
Okay.
I think that's like a really big goal of mine, is being at a point where I feel like I want to get up. Oh, that sounds really dark. But
no,
like, you know, I want to, like at the end of the day, I feel very just accomplished of what I've done.
Yeah.
And I think that's just like a very normal, or like a very, what's the word?
It's like when you're happy, you'll naturally feel motivated to do things, but when you're sad and not enjoying what you do, like say
Yeah.
you're full time, you don't have that energy and drive to wake up and
Right.
do your best in a way.
I agree. Just being happy with myself.
Yeah, exactly. I think
like
it just
who
comes
I
down
am.
to happiness.
Yeah. Yeah. It's,
Because if you're happy, then I think everything else will naturally follow. Like if you're happy, then you're gonna be performing well, and if you're performing well, then like success will naturally follow, and then happiness, success, love, like everything will fall into your
I agree.
lap, hands, here.
Here, this general area. Totally agree.
Alright.
Guys, it's been super fun.
Yeah. This is the end of our video.
Yeah, it's been really fun collabing with you again.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you.
It's always a good time.
It's been really nice. I hope it won't be another year till I see you. wait, do you want to do another year? You're like, no, I think a year is enough. Like once a year
I'm just
is
thinking
just
like,
enough.
oh, you're gonna move to Canada soon.
Yeah.
So I'll see you by the end of this year.
Yes, well, that's a hope, right? That's
I'm just processing.
I was like, ouch. She doesn't want to see me again.
You know, I'm excited for you to move.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited to move
Yeah.
too. So hopefully that'll be soon.
Mhm.
We can do more collabs.
Next time we can do a cooking video. Everyone was asking for that.
I know.
I'm really bad at cooking, but I
I'm
think maybe that's why they want to see it. Like, you know how to
I'm
cook.
learning still, so yeah, we can learn together.
Yeah,
Make ramen.
yeah.
But that'll be fun.
We can do a Maple Monday.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what
okay.
your ideas are for that, but I remember that one where you tried to recreate a MapleStory potion.
Yes, MapleStory
Or
potions.
something like that. That could be fun.
We can make MapleStory foods.
Okay.
That'll be pretty delicious. I like that. It's been really nice catching up.
Yeah.
It's been fun. Thank you for inviting me to your studio.
My studio.
This
Whoa.
has been incredible.
Such a grand word.
No, it's a
My
studio.
bedroom.
No, this is really beautiful. It's nice. So thank you.
You're welcome. Alright. If you want to see more collabs from us, make sure to give a thumbs up, leave a comment below on what you'd want to see, and we'll see you next time. No, wait.
No, bye. Wait, what? No, wait.
Make sure to go check out Daboki.
Oh.
The links are down below. Go find his Patreon page. Subscribe to him. He's
Hey,
cool.
guys.
For more life talks, Minecraft videos, MapleStory. Yeah, all that good stuff.
All the good stuff. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Would you ever do content creation full time?
If I had... Sorry, ask me again.
Okay. So.
My bad. I'm thinking.
Okay.
It's my thinking stance.
What? Alright. So.
Mhm.
Why are you hiding your smile?
Because I'm trying to laugh. I can feel a
Alright,
question
okay.
coming. How should I sit?
What's happening?
Yes.
You're like a
I feel
statue.
really awkward.
Okay.
There she goes. She left me. I'm by myself now.
Okay. Back. Okay. So would you ever do content? Would you ever do content creation full time?
Hold on, ask me again. I think I was laughing.
Why is it so hard?
Okay, we skipped a question.
Just answer it.
Okay, alright. Are you just gonna film the question by yourself?